Hi, this is a lesson video on the topic of proteins. Today we'll be covering the following topics: the chemical elements that made up protein molecules, the food sources that provides you with proteins, the functions of protein in the body, and also you need to differentiate the following terms: essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids, high biological value proteins and low biological value proteins, and also complementary proteins. Basically, what are proteins? Okay, they are complex substances that is important in building your body, such as your hair, skin, muscles, and internal organs. Now, it can be obtained in my healthy plate under the food group meat and others. Now, protein molecules is made up of amino acids, and it's made up of the 4 compulsory elements, which is your carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. Now, certain amino acids contains phosphorus and sulfur, okay, but not all amino acids. The relationship between amino acids and proteins are as follow. Now, your amino acids is your building blocks. Now, a short chain of amino acids, okay, that is chemically linked together, you call it a peptide. Now, if the peptide chain is very, very long, you call it a protein. So this is the relationship in the nutshell. Okay. So the next few slides gives you a better idea of what amino acids and a protein is. Okay, basically they are chemically bound together by this chemical bond known as the peptide bond. And if you have long chains of protein molecules, it can be called as a protein. Now, your sources of proteins consist of the following: eggs, meat, pulses, dairy products, and seafood. Okay. Now, it can be divided into 2 main sources: your animal proteins, which are proteins that comes from animal, and that includes your meat, poultry, seafood, and eggs, and dairy products. Dairy products refers to products derived from milk. And your plant proteins that consist of soybean, soy products, legumes, and pulses. Okay, so 2 categories: animal proteins and plant proteins. Now, the functions of proteins are as follows. The first function is the most important one, and that refers to the growth, repair, and maintenance of our body. Growth refers to making new cells to facilitate growth spurts, such as your puberty, where you increase in height, and also certain sexual features of your body during puberty. Now, in terms of repair, you need proteins to repair damaged cells during an injury, or if you undergo a surgery, okay, you need to have proteins in order to repair the damaged cells. Likewise, for maintenance, some of your cells in your body gets worn out due to age, okay, and that's why it needs to be replaced at regular intervals. Now, the functions of proteins is also can be found in production of your enzymes. Basically, enzymes are substances produced by our body that speeds up chemical reactions, such as your digestion, so that the food can be broken down into smaller substances very quickly for your body to absorb. The third function of protein is to maintain healthy and strong immune system, because protein is needed by your body to make antibodies, and that antibodies helps to protect your body from illnesses and infection. It can serve to act as an energy reserve when your carbohydrates and fat stores are low. However, if there is too much protein in your body, the body will convert these into fats, and you will gain weight in the process. Now, because proteins are essential in building your muscles, okay, it serves to function in your body movement. All right. And the last function of protein is to transport nutrients, waste, and gases. For example, hemoglobin is a protein found in your red blood cells that delivers oxygen from the lungs to all parts of your body. Now, the different types of amino acids, basically there are two main categories. The first one is your essential amino acids that your body cannot produce and must be obtained from food. These are very important nutrients that you need to obtain from your food. Okay, and the other type is the non-essential amino acids, where your body are able to produce. So they are not so important. You do not need to obtain it from the food. Okay. Now in your textbook, it provides the list of all the essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. Okay. Unfortunately, you need to memorize which ones are the essential and which ones are the non-essential, because they will come out in your multiple choice of your national exams. Now, in terms of high biological value proteins, these are complete proteins that provides your body with all the essential amino acids in the correct proportions. Okay, so the high biological value proteins are very important nutrients that your body needs. Low biological value protein, conversely, are your incomplete proteins because they lack in one or more essential amino acids. Now, the high biological value proteins can be found in the following food sources, such as your meat and poultry, seafood, dairy products, and eggs. Okay, now, it can also be found in plant sources, such as your soybean and soya products. Now, it's important to know the plant sources of the high biological value proteins, because vegetarians, okay, individuals who do not consume animal products, need to know where to get their high biological value proteins. Okay, and these are the main sources of high biological value proteins, mainly from the soybeans and soy-derived products. Now, the low biological value proteins can be are your pulses, okay, which are your beans, various kinds of beans, your legumes, right, and your nuts, right. This provides you with the low biological value proteins. And by combining different low biological value proteins, it can provide your body with all the essential amino acids. Okay, and that's very important knowledge for vegetarians. Okay, you need to provide combinations of complementary proteins. Okay, now in your textbook, it provides you with a few, such as your peanut butter and bread, baked beans with rice. Okay, now dal curry with rice or bread. Now in the national exam, the most common example is your baked beans with rice. All right. So that's for complementary proteins. And that's all for the topic of proteins. Okay, thank you.